I know this may look like, well, gee, we were just here yesterday, and kinda, but not. What I've got here are two versions. This is a very large magnet that we might have seen yesterday, I can't recall. And it was running really smooth. This guy was running really nice. And this, as you know, is the vintage Flyer Smoke setup. So if you have Flyer Smoke, you can put this on and have a DC motor. But as you know, if we have an old Royal Blue or anybody with a reverse unit in the boiler, you don't have that gear and you can't put that smoke in there. And now this chassis is from one of those type motors, and as you can see, its field set is wider and has a big notch in the top and all that. And then I've put this gray adapter on here, and then I've put a 3D printed smokehouse on top, and that's a fan. There's a blade inside there, a little motor, and the fan will come on and suck air in this hole here and pull it in and then push it right back out this hole up here. So this is what we call fan-driven smoke, and it does that on a pulse, and it does that in a pulse that we engineer, and we time it to, now see, I think that wheel's out of round. See it? That wheel must be out of round. Let's see if I can work on that. Okay, so we have to have a timing mechanism, so when this thing pops around either once or twice or even 4 times a rotation, this thing gets a pulse, and there's no thing, we don't have a gear like we do here, we don't have anything. So, and this is all just digitals to maintain the temperature of the heater. This is metal, this is plastic, so we have to not go too hot. This is a PC board, we call it our Smart Smoke lid for the smoke. We have a Smart Smoke lid for this guy too, just so you don't overheat, but we think this is going to be okay. And what I wanted to show you was how we get a trigger. How we get a trigger is I've designed this guy, and I put, believe it or not, I put the reverse fingers in here, and on the sides of this gear you can see a little indentation right there. I fill that with some metal. I cut some sheet metal out and epoxy it in. So I have sheet metal contacts, and in this case I have 2 on each side. And then I set this on top here, and it hooks up with those. It hooks up with those holes. And as you can see, when I move it in position, the gear starts to rotate, and it's rotating because there is a worm down there, tiny little worm. It's going real fast. You can't see that, but that worm turns this gear, and it turns it at twice the speed of the wheel. So that means if I have 2 pulses on that wheel, I'm going to get 4 pulses per revolution. If I have 1 pulse on that wheel, I'm going to get 2 pulses per revolution. That's where I'm at. Now it's a little noisy because I'm holding it and it's not the right angle and it needs lubricating and it doesn't have the little fingers on it. But that, it's not silent, I'll have to say that, but we have things for that. Anyway, on that, the 2 fingers then become a contact. When they hit that metal part that I put on that, it creates a current, and that current flows from the power to the motor. And so the motor gets a pulse. It goes puff, and it goes puff, smoke comes out. If the heat's on, right? Puff, 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 puff. And you've seen it on the Royal Blue. That's exactly how the Royal Blue works, just like this. But I didn't have this nice setup to show you the differences, or all these parts built so that I can show you them all at once. This guy, this is going to a, oh, this was a thin man. I did the thin man because I had that magnet and I wanted to try it. Then I got the thick man. This one's longer and thinner, and this one is wider and fatter, but I wanted to test the differences. At any rate, those are going to someone. This one might too, if I get it right. But this, I want to say, this is running really smooth.